Hello and welcome to MLB The Show 23. I am Chris Ramos. Thank you for watching. This is a created franchise. The Connecticut Knights, striving for yet another World Series championship. This is year number 4 in a fictional franchise. The Knights have been wedged into the American League East. As you can see from the screen, they have a healthy 7.5 game lead over the New York Yankees in the AL East. We are in mid-August. Knights are 83-48. Next game on the schedule, Robin Ramos versus Chris Sale. Home game against the Oakland A's. This was a fantasy draft, including legendary players. Robin Ramos, starting pitcher, going for win number 17. Let's play next game. Play full game. We are the Knights. We play at a classic stadium named Crosley Field. Regional theme. I personally like the show theme. Again, he's the starter. So let's do that. Everybody, Mitch Garver looks like he needs a day off because of his energy. So we're going to put in Luis Torrens as the starting catcher. Everybody else looks good to go. Let's rock and roll. I hit, I pitch, I field. I do not run the bases. I do play-by-play. Again, I am Chris Ramos. You've somehow found my YouTube channel. Much appreciated. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Welcome for some Major League Baseball here at Crosley Field as the Oakland Athletics visit the Connecticut Knights. On the mound, making his 27th start, Robin Ramos, 16-4 with a 3.20 earned run average. And he will face Richie Ashburn, 325 on the season. First pitch of the ball game. Fastball in there, strike one. Not a great day for baseball as the rain comes down. Let's hope that there won't be a delay because it will screw up. Swing and a miss. Two-seam fastball over the top. Quick 0-2 count on Richie. Line drive, slicing, foul. Count will remain 0-2. Ramos deals. Two-hopper to Cabrera at third. Strong throw in time, one away. Oakland Athletics lineup. Oakland has 165 home runs as a team this season, which puts them somewhere in the middle of the American League, 14th in the AL. Next up, Tino Fernandez hitting .252. Outside corner with the fastball, strike one. Tino has 4 homers and 15 runs batted in. Here comes the 0-1. Pulls it foul. Quick 0-2 count. Fastball high and tight. Count is 1-2. Robin Ramos not only pitches, he also is the everyday designated hitter for the Connecticut Knights. And he's late on it, grounds it foul up the first base line. Count will remain 1 ball, 2 strikes on Fernandez. Swing and a miss at the changeup, and they're 2 away. Couldn't stay back. First strikeout of the game for Ramos. Next up, Edgar Martinez hitting .303. Here's the pitch. Outside corner, strike one. Edgar's hitting .303. He has 27 home runs and 72 runs batted in. Legendary player from the 1990s. And he's late on the fastball, hits it foul. Third straight 0-2 count for the Oakland A's here in the top of the first inning at Crosley Field. Swing and a miss, struck him out. And we go to the bottom of the first. Oakland A's nothing, Connecticut Knights coming to bat. On the mound for the A's, Chris Sale, 2-12 on the season. 5.76 earned run average. Not a great season. He'll face Derek Jeter, hitting .311, 16 homers, 63 runs batted in. Named to the All-Star game 15 times in this fictional franchise. Well, fastball is outside ball one. Oakland A's are 56-76, 20 games under 500. Good for 5th place in the American League West. Here comes the 1-0 pitch from Sale. Chases a high fastball, swing and a miss, count evens 1 ball and 1 strike on Jeter. And he skies it to shallow center. Charging is Richie Ashburn. He'll make the catch, 1 away. And on the screen, you will find the Connecticut Knights starting lineup. Second in the American League with 231 homers as a team. A lot of power in that lineup. They did lose their starting left fielder, Chris Ramos, twin brother of Ramon Ramos, to a season-ending leg injury at the All-Star break. And swing and a miss by Ken Griffey Jr. Count is no balls, 1 strike. He has 37 homers and 99 runs batted in, with an entire month of the season left to go. Fastball misses outside, 1 ball, 1 strike. Slider off the plate, 2-1. Here comes the pitch from Sale. Slider again off the plate. Hitters count, 3 balls, 1 strike. On deck is Miguel Cabrera. So this is a good hitter's count. Here he comes. And he pulls it deep but foul, and the count will go full 3-2. Here comes the full count pitch. And he chases a slider down and away, strikes him out. There are 2 away. Nasty pitch. So Miguel Cabrera steps in, right-handed hitter, hitting .309. Inside ball 1. 20 homers, 67 runs batted in. He was an all-star in the year 2025. Late on the fastball, fouls it down the right field line. Out of play, count is 1 ball and 1 strike. And that's a line drive, base hit over the second baseman's head, and will roll all the way to the wall. Check that. Ashburn cuts it off, but it is still going to be a double. A 2-out stand-up double for Miguel Cabrera, and this half inning will continue. His 27th double of the season. Here's the replay. Ouch. Before it's able to roll to the fence, cut off by Richie Ashburn, but Cabrera has plenty of time to make it walk into second base. Next up, Tim Salmon hitting .304. Out in front of the fastball, swing and a miss. And the count is 0-1. .304, 21 homers, 67 runs batted in for Salmon. Here comes the 0-1. Off the plate, outside, 1 ball, 1 strike. In his last 8 games, Tim Salmon's hitting over 400. Ground ball through the right side. It is a base hit. Rounding third, they will hold him. Right fielder threw a strike to the plate, so it'll be first and third with 2 down here in the bottom of the first. Here's the replay. So the designated hitter, Robin Ramos, hitting .265, steps in. Fastball misses high, ball 1. Ramos has 21 homers and 71 RBIs. He is a former Rookie of the Year, a former All-Star, a former Cy Young Award winner after 4 seasons in the major leagues. Here comes the 1-0. And that's a deep drive to center, but playable. Ashford makes the running catch to retire the side. They strand 2, and at the end of 1, no score. This is MLB The Show 23. So we go to the top of the second. Larry Walker steps in. Larry's hitting .292, 27 homers, 93 runs batted in. And here's the pitch from Ramos. Fastball low, ball 1. Changeup floats in there for strike 1. Rusty Valentine is the home plate umpire, calling balls and strikes. Here's the pitch. Grounded foul, third base line. Count is 1-2 to Larry Walker. Struck strike 3. Right down the middle. Larry Walker took it for a strikeout. Strikeout number 3 for Robin Ramos. Next up is Alfonso Soriano. Here's the pitch. Oh, that ball's high and deep to left. Looking up, that's gone. And just like that, the Oakland A's take an early 1-0 lead on the 20th home run of the season from Alfonso Soriano. Here's the replay. Threw a fastball down the middle, and Alfonso was waiting and ready. Ouch. Projected 426 feet over the left center field fence. Next up, Ryan Braun. Here's the pitch. Fastball outside corner, strike 1. One nothing Oakland here in the second inning. Swing and a miss out in front of the slider. Quick 0-2 count on Ryan. Pops it upstairs behind home plate. Count remains 0-2. Ryan Braun was, I believe, a Milwaukee Brewer during his major league career. Fastball misses outside, 1-2. Pops it up behind home plate, out of play. Grounder, first base line, foul ball. Count remains 1 ball, 2 strikes to Braun. Base is empty, 1 out here in the top of the second. Slow bouncer to the mound. Ramos fields, fires just in time, 2 away. Showed some nice reflexes bouncing off the mound in order to make the play during this rainy weather day. Next up is Corbin Carroll hitting .271. He has 9 homers and 31 runs batted in on the season. Here's the pitch from Ramos. Deep drive to center. Griffey charges. It's over his head. 1 hop against the fence. He's got speed. He rounds second. He's headed for third. That's going to be a 2-out triple for Corbin Carroll. My goodness, his 5th triple of the season. He has light tower speed. Showed some power and some speed as he rounded second. Did not hesitate. So runner at third, up steps Garrett Stubbs. Needs a hit to drive home that runner. Checked his swing, but the fastball's in there for strike 1. Garrett's hitting .240 on the season. Change up high but cold to strike. Count no balls, 2 strikes to Stubbs. This could be a big moment in the game. First real test. Swing and a miss. Struck him out on the 2-seam fastball, and the runner stranded at third. However, they do score a run on Alfonso Soriano's solo shot after 1.5 innings of play. It's the Knights trailing 1-0. So we go to the bottom of the second. Up steps the first baseman, Carlos Delgado. Left-handed hitter against the lefty, Chris Sale. Fastball finds the outside corner, strike one. Carlos has 28 doubles, 312 batting average. In there, strike two, pours in that fastball, and quick 0-2 count to Delgado. Fastball inside, 1 ball, 2 strikes. High, 2-2. And he jams him, fouls it up the third base line, foul ball. Count remains 2 balls and 2 strikes. Base is empty, bottom 2, 1-0 Oakland. And he fouls it back. Grounds it off the first baseman's glove, picks it up, tosses over, not in time. So Edgar Martinez at first base knocks it down, but does not field it cleanly. Scorer's table will give Carlos Delgado a base hit on the play. Here's the replay. Tries to backhand it off the heel of the glove, and I think that this bad weather is partly responsible for that base hit. On a dry day, maybe they would have fielded that cleanly and threw him out at first. Next up, Bryson Stott, left-handed hitter. And it's a shallow fly to left. Charging is Corbin, makes the catch for out number 1. Next up is the catcher, Luis Torrens, hitting .232, a homer, 11 RBIs, backup catcher for the Knights. Right-handed hitter against the lefty, Chris Sale. Runner leads off first, 1 away. Slider off the plate outside, ball 1. Deep drive down the left field line, slicing, foul. Count is 1 ball, 1 strike to Torrens. And he fouls it at home plate. Count is 1-2. Just a nubber at home plate. Here's the pitch from Sale. Swing and a miss over the top of the changeup. Struck him out for the second out. That's the second strikeout of the ball game for Chris Sale. Here's the replay. Just bottom dropped out of that changeup. So 2 down, up steps Dizzy Walsh, the number 9 hitter, hitting .281, left-hand hitter. Grounded to second, fielded by Soriano, throws to first, in time to retire the side. So after 2 innings of baseball here at Crosley Field, it's the Oakland Athletics 1, the Connecticut Knights nothing. This is MLB The Show. So we go to the top of the third. Jordan Lawler, hitting a .190, steps in for his first plate appearance. Here's the pitch. Fastball at the knees for strike 1. Swing and a miss over the top of the curveball, 12-6 for the second strike. Count is 0-2. Ramos deals. And he fouls it upstairs behind home plate near the press box. Count remains 0-2. Slow bouncer to Stott at second. Fields fires, got him. 1 away. So starting pitcher Robin Ramos is 16-4 on the season. There's a month left of baseball. He is in the running for Cy Young Award this season. He's already won the Cy Young Award once in his 4 seasons in the major leagues. Lineup turns over for the A's. Richie Ashburn steps in again and takes a strike. Richie's 3rd in the American League with a .325 batting average. And it's a shallow fly ball to left. Walsh charges, makes the catch, 2 away. So with 2 outs and bases empty, up steps Tino Fernandez, who struck out in the first. 1-0 Oakland. In there, strike 1. When I see Tino Fernandez, my mind immediately thinks Tino Martinez, who was the first baseman for the New York Yankees in the 1990s. Changeup misses outside, 1 ball, 1 strike. Swing and a miss over the top of the slider, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Bases empty, 2 down, 1-0 Oakland. Here's the pitch from Ramos. Strike 3 called. Froze him on the inside corner. After 2.5 innings of play, it's 1-0 Oakland. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Leading off in the bottom of the third for the Knights is Derek Jeter, who flew out in the first. He's 0 for 1. Jeter. And he pulls it hard but foul. Strike 1. Jeter in this fictional franchise currently has 4,166 hits. He is chasing history. Pulls it foul, count is 0-2. Pete Rose has the record with 4,256 base hits in his major league career. So, chopper to third, throws across his body in time, 1 away. Well, he won't get any closer to the hit leader in this at-bat. So with 1 down, Ken Griffey Jr. struck out in the first, steps up. Lefty versus lefty. And that's a line drive to center, but playable. Ashburn, pardon me, makes out number 2. The weather looks terrible. Rain is coming down pretty hard. I wonder if they're going to stop the game. In any event, there are 2 away bases empty for Miguel Cabrera, who had a double in the first. This is his second plate appearance. And that looks like it might be double number 2, but it's got a chance. It is 1 hop off the wall. Rounding first and headed to second. Throw not in time. Consecutive doubles for Miguel Cabrera. This is his 28th double of the season. Again with 2 outs. Split the right and center fielder in the gap. He is 2 for 2. So next up, Tim Salmon had a hit in his first plate appearance. Can he do it again? Outside, ball 1. Oakland leads 1-0, but the Knights are threatening. Pulls it deep, but foul. Count is 1 ball and 1 strike to Salmon. Tim Salmon's not a Hall of Famer, definitely an all-star from the 1990s. Swing and a miss out in front of the breaking ball. Count is 1 ball, 2 strikes to Salmon. Runner leads off second. Misses low, 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Runner leads off second here in the bottom of the third inning. Outside, count goes full, 3-2. Here comes the full count pitch. And he pulls it foul, and the at-bat will continue. Tying run is at second. Hard grounder to short. Fields fires. Got him. Side retired. So at the end of 3, it's 1-0 Oakland. Edgar Martinez due to lead off. This is MLB The Show 23. So Edgar Martinez has 27 homers on the season, steps up for his second plate appearance. He's 0 for 1 today. Outside corner with the strike, triple digits on the radar gun. Here's the 0-1. Pulls it high and deep, but slicing foul down the left field line. Out of play. And there are 2 strikes on Edgar Martinez. Pops him up the elevator shaft. Torrens, the catcher, out of his crouch, makes the catch for out number 1. Next up, Larry Walker, 0 for 1 with a strikeout. Two-seam fastball is outside, ball 1. Here comes the 1-0 pitch. And that's a hard line drive through first and second. It's a base hit for Larry Walker. 1-out single. And Oakland may have something started here in the top of the 4th. Next up, Alfonso Soriano. Pulls it deep but foul. Strike 1. Alfonso Soriano had a solo home run in the second, responsible for the only run on the scoreboard as of yet. Here's the pitch. Low. 1 ball, 1 strike. Swing and a miss, the high fastball. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Soriano. Again, runner leads off first. 1 down here in the top of the 4th. Strike 3 called. Outside corner frozen. 2-way. Strikeout number 6 for Ramos. Here's the StatCast by Google Cloud, not a sponsor. Pitch sequence. Strikeout. So, 2 down, up steps Ryan Braun, 0 for 1. Misses just off the plate, ball 1. Ryan has 16 homers and 60 runs batted in. Carries a .252 average to the plate. Here's the pitch. High, 2 balls and no strikes. And it's a fly ball to right center field. Griffey is there, makes the catch to retire the side. So no runs, 1 hit, 1 left on. At the end of 3.5, it's Oakland 1, Connecticut nothing. This is MLB, the show. So leading off the bottom of the 4th is Robin Ramos, who lined out in the first inning. He's 0 for 1. Pitcher hits for himself. Fastball outside, could have been a changeup. Athletic bullpen is active already. Sam Bachman and Dylan Lesko are getting loose on the right on the field. That's how it is over here in the Coliseum. Check that. Went out in the Coliseum, man. Oh, that ball's deep. It's got a chance. It is Gonzo. A solo shot from Robin Ramos, his 22nd dinger of the season. And he single-handedly puts his team on the board. We are now tied at 1. Here's a replay. Pulls it down the left field line. Hooks it right around that foul pole. Pardon me, I said earlier that this was the Oakland Coliseum. This is Crosley Field. And that was all it took to get the manager of the Oakland A's out of the bullpen, out of the dugout, pardon me, take the ball away from Chris Sale. He deserved better. I guess maybe this is just an opener strategy. In any event, taking over pitching duties is Sam Bachman. 7-7 with a 6.08 earned run average. Only in a video game. Anyway, up next is Carlos Delgado. Had a hit in his first at-bat. And he fouls off the 2-seam fastball, strike 1. Delgado has 32 homers and 106 RBI on the season to lead the ball club in both categories. Now check that. Pitch is high, count is evens at 1 ball, 1 strike. I believe Ken Griffey Jr. has more homers. I think he's got something like 37. Breaking ball outside, 2 balls, 1 strike from Bachman. 1-1 tie here in the bottom of the 4th. Slider inside, hitters count 3-1. Bryson Stott is up next on the on-deck circle. And it's a hard grounder, but right to the second baseman. Soriano tosses to first, for out number 1. Next up, Bryson Stott, who flew out in the second inning. He is 0 for 1. And it's a hopper to second. Again, Soriano throws to first, and there are 2 away. So 2 down, bases empty. Up steps Luis Torrens, the catcher today, 0 for 1. And he chases a pitch in the dirt, pulls it down the line for a foul ball. Here comes the 0-1 pitch from Bachman. Chases a slider off the edge. Quick 0-2 count for Luis. Oh, he went, but the pitch went to the backstop. Ricocheted off of that facing. Throws to first in time, strike him out, throw him out, and the side is retired. But the pitcher, hitting for himself, puts the Knights on the scoreboard. At the end of 4, it's tied at 1. So we go to the top of the 5th. Corbin Carroll steps in. He had a triple in his last at-bat. Showed everyone his lightning speed. Slow bouncer charging his Stott, second baseman, throws, not in time. Again, shows his speed up that first base line. Scores table gives Corbin a hit. Statcast by Google Cloud is probably going to clock his speed down that first base line. Max speed, almost 19 miles an hour. Home to first, 3.9 seconds. My goodness. So in any event, they got the leadoff man on here in the top of the 5th. He is the go-ahead run. Next up, Garrett Stubbs. Fastball low, ball 1. You have to wonder if the rain that keeps coming down is affecting the grip on the baseball. It's not affecting velocity, but it could be affecting control. Then again, the next slider was right on the inside corner for a strike. Count evens 1 ball, 1 strike to Stubbs. Pitch in there, strike 2. Comes the 1-2 pitch. Strike 3 called. Froze him. And Stubbs goes down for strikeout number 7 for Ramos. Here's the replay. Triple digits on the radar gun. Frozen in his shoes. So runner's still over there at first base. Up next is Jordan Lawler, 0 for 1. Pitch is off the plate, ball 1. Jordan Lawler hitting only a $189 on the season. Oh, that ball's deep. Walsh just turns around and watches it go. Oakland hits a 2-run home run. They now lead 3-1. That's Lawler's 3rd homer of the season. And there really was no doubt. 2-run lead for Oakland. Here's the replay. Ooh, killed it. Pulled it to left center field. Ooh. Projected distance 448 feet. Well, anyway, it's 3-1. Up next, Richie Ashburn. In there, strike 1. Richie is 0 for 2 today. 1 out, bases empty, top of the 5th. Looked like it was low and inside, but called the strike with the home plate umpire. The count is quickly no balls and 2 strikes to Richie. Strike 3 called, froze him. Breaking ball outside corner. That's strikeout number 8 for Ramos. Next up, Tino Fernandez, the DH, struck out twice himself. He's 0 for 2. 2 outs, bases empty. Swing and a miss, strike 1. Ground ball through the box, up the middle. It is a 2-out single for Richie Ashburn. He's 1 for 3. Check that. That was not Richie Ashburn. That was Timo Fernandez. Next up, Edgar Martinez, who's 0 for 2. In there, strike one. He struck out. He popped up. Fastball misses inside. 1 ball and 1 strike. Slicing down the right field line. Foul ball. Count is 1-2 on Martinez. Grounder to second. Stott over to second for 1. Check that. He'll get the force to retire the side. But 2-run home run from Jordan Lawler. After 4.5 innings of play at Crosley, Athletics lead 3-1. So we go to the bottom of the 5th. Dizzy Walsh is 0 for 1. Steps up there from the right side. Check that. That's the left side. Slider finds the outside corner, strike 1. That ball is high. It is far. That ball is gonzo. Dizzy Walsh deposits that pitch in the right field seats. Home run number 6 on the season. They get a run closer. It's 3-2 Oakland. Oh, yeah. Ha ha. Let's watch the replay from Dizzy. In his wheelhouse. Next up, Derek Jeter, who's 0 for 2. Fastball high and tight, ball 1. Derek has 16 homers and 63 RBIs. .310 batting average. Change up inside, but called a strike. Counts 1 ball, 1 strike. 153 hits so far this season. High and tight, 2-1. That's a deep drive, but he'll pull it foul into the seats. Count is 2 balls and 2 strikes to Derek. Full count, 3-2 on deck. Ken Griffey Jr. Oakland leads 3-2 here in the bottom of the 5th. Full count pitch. Up the middle and through. It is a base hit for Derek Jeter. And they have a base runner here with nobody out. Here's the replay. So Griffey steps in. He's 0 for 2. Bachman still on the mound. Grounded over to first for 1. Check that. 3-6-3 double play. And there are 2 away just like that. Edgar Martinez fielded it cleanly at first. Threw a strike to second for the first out. And the return throw. 3-6-3 double play. 2 outs, bases empty. Next up, Miguel Cabrera. He's 2 for 2 with 2 doubles today. And he may be 3 for 3, and he is. That's a hard line drive to center field. Miguel has 3 hits today, 2 out single. He's the tying run. Next up, Tim Salmon, 1 for 2. Two hopper over to the second baseman. Soriano pulls him off the bag. He's safe. Everybody's safe. Wild throw, E4 for Alfonso Soriano. That was the inning-ending out at first, but this half inning will continue. Maybe he was distracted by Miguel going to second. Who knows? Maybe it was the rain. So Robin Ramos steps in from the right side. That's a line drive, but caught. Hit it right at the left fielder to retire the side. So thanks to Dizzy Walsh, the Connecticut Knights inch just a little bit closer at the end of 5. It's the Athletics 3 and the Knights 2. So we go to the top of the 6th inning. Larry Walker has a single today. He is 1 for 2. Late on the fastball, slicing, foul. Strike one. Larry is 500 home run club. Probably not in real life, but this is 2026 in this fictional franchise. Pitch is high. Count evens, 1 ball, 1 strike. And he slices it the other way between left, third, and short for a leadoff single here in the top of the 6th inning. Larry Walker is on board. Replay. No chance for the infielders. Hard line drive. Next up is Alfonso Soriano, who in the 2nd inning did this. Thanks to show vision, crushed it for a solo shot to open up the scoring. At that time, it gave the Oakland Athletics a 1-0 lead. As presently, it's 3-2 Oakland. The throw down a second, no, there'll be no throw. He holds on to it. Stolen base by Larry Walker, his 11th on the season. Runner in scoring position with nobody out for the A's. Insurance run over there. Oh, that's a line drive. Headed over there. Walsh will not get there. It will roll all the way to the wall. Rounding third and heading home is Larry Walker. He will score. It's an RBI double for Alfonso Soriano, his 36th of the season. And Oakland takes a 4-2 lead. Next up, Ryan Braun, 0 for 2. In there, strike one. So 4-2 Oakland here in the 6th inning. Runner leads off second. Nobody out still. Fouls it upstairs behind home plate. Count is 0-2 on Ryan Braun. Hitting only .212 with runners in scoring position this season. Backhanded by Jeter. Strong throw in time. Hold the runner at second. There's one away. Nice defensive play by Derek Jeter, the shortstop. Corbin Carroll has a single, a triple. He is 2 for 2. In his last at-bat, he beat out an infield single. Fastball looked like a strike at the knees, but called the ball by the home plate umpire. Count is no balls. Count is 1 ball, no strikes. And he pops it up, out of play. Count evens, 1 ball, 1 strike. Pitches outside and low, 2 balls, 1 strike. Swing and a miss at the 12-6. Count evens at 2-2. High, full count, 3-2. Up next, Garrett Stubbs. Here's the full count pitch. Swing and a miss, he struck him out. Slider in on his hands was probably ball 4. Strikeout number 9 on the game for Robin Ramos. However, he is trailing 4-2. Here's StatCast with the pitch sequence. So with 2 down and a runner at second, Garrett Stubbs is 0 for 2, steps up. And he fouls it back, strike 1. Stubbs has struck out twice today. Change-up finds the outside corner. Count is 0-2. Slider inside, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Misses with the 2-seamer. Count evens, 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Runner leads off second. 4-2 lead for Oakland. Strike 3 called, 10 strikeouts on the game. However, Alfonso Soriano drives in a run. After 5.5, it's the A's leading 4-2. Manager's office will go to the bullpen, and we will prepare someone. Let's say Hunter Green will warm up, and Hunter Green will schedule to put him in the game. He has 10 strikeouts. He's given up 4 runs. There's no reason to push the envelope. So Carlos Delgado steps up, takes a high pitch. Count is 1 ball, no strikes. He's 1 for 2 today. And he pulls it foul. First base line, out of play, strike 1. Count is 1 ball, 1 strike. And that's going to bloop in there, left field line. And he makes it to first. It is a leadoff single for Carlos Delgado. Just a bloop over the head of the third baseman. They all count in the scorecard. They all count the same. It's a line drive single in the box score. Next up, Bryson Stott. Fastball high, ball 1. 95 on the radar gun. Delgado leads off first. Nobody out. Bottom 6. And he pulls it first base line foul. Here comes the pitch from Sam Bachman. Late on the high fastball, swing and a miss. Count is 1 ball and 2 strikes to Stott. Just gets a piece of the changeup to stay alive. Count remains 1 and 2. And runner leads off first. Fouls it back. And he pulls it first base line foul. It's a battle between Stott and Bachman. There's a 1-2 pitch on its way. Line drive, 1 hopper to the second baseman, throws the second through force over to first, not in time. So it's a fielder's choice out at second. So 1 away. Here's the replay. His momentum was carrying him towards first base, but he got the lead runner. Next up, Luis Torrens. Luis. Pitch to first. Pick off to first. He's back. 0-2. 0 for 2 in the game. Fastball high, ball 1. And that's a line drive to left, but right there is the right field. Check that left fielder to make the catch for out number 2. Hit it on the nose, but right at the left fielder, Corbin Carroll. So Dizzy Walsh steps in there with 2 outs and a runner at first. He is the tying run. He had a solo home run in his last at-bat. I'm sure he'd like to do that again. Anything's possible. Slider outside, ball 1. Giovanni Moran and Stephen Okert, 2 left-handers, warming in the A's bullpen. I'm sure Bachman is on the pitch count. And that looks like it might dunk in there. It is. No, run down by the right fielder. Nice play by Larry Walker in right field to retire the side. At the end of 6 innings of play, it's Oakland 4, Connecticut 2. Do you want to change pitchers? Yes, I do. In relief is Hunter Green. He has 7 wins on the season. 7-4 is his record. And up is Jordan Lawler at a 2-run home run in the 5th. Now, unless it's Robin Ramos, I don't pitch. So we're going to go to quick manage and fast forward to the next half inning because I like to hit. 1, 2, 3. Well, 1, 2, 3 inning, and we go to the bottom of the 7th with Oakland leading 4-2. Chase DeJong comes in, pitching duties for the Oakland A's. 4.57 earned run average. He'll face Derek Jeter, who's 1 for 3 with a single in his last at bat. Again, the score is still 4-2 Oakland here in the bottom of the 7th. Low, ball one. A bloop and a blast, as they say. Jeter's got to get the bloop. Somebody else has got to get the blast. And we'll have a tie ball game. Chases a high fastball. Swing and a miss. Count evens 1 ball and 1 strike to Jeter. So anyway, Jeter was in the 3,000 hit club in real life. He retired in the year 2015. High 2 balls, 1 strike. In this fictional franchise, he restarted his career in 2023. We are 4 years later. It's 2026. He has over 4,000 hits now. And he's got yet another hit on the hit column. Second hit of the ball game. Line drive up the middle. Leadoff single for Derek Jeter. And they have the tying run coming to home plate here in the bottom of the 7th. Ken Griffey Jr., who's 0 for 3, but he is certainly able to tie up this ball game with 1 swing of the bat. DeJong deals. And he fouls it back, strike 1. Griffey has 37 homers and 99 runs batted in on the campaign. Here comes the 0-1 pitch from DeJong. Jeter leads off first. Late, slicing, foul. Jeter shuffles back to first base. Here comes the 0-2. And it's a chopper. Spins, fires, out at second, fielder's choice. So again, Soriano tries to go for the 4-6-3 double play, but the ball's not hit hard enough. Gets the lead out at second. Griffey safe at first. Next up, Miguel Cabrera, who has two doubles and a single. He's 3 for 3. He is still the tying run here in the bottom of the 7th for the Knights. Throw to first, he's back. And that's a bouncer up the middle and through. It's his 4th hit of the game. Rounding second and headed to third is Ken Griffey Jr. He'll make it. So runners at first and third with 1 away. Next up, Tim Salmon can get that runner at third home without the benefit of a base hit. I'm sure he dreams of more than just that. Fastball, low, ball 1. I'm sure he wants to get a ball in the gap and score both to tie this game up. Maybe even 3-run home run. Let's see what happens. Here comes the 1-0 pitch from DeJong. Swing and a miss at the inside fastball, strike 1. Count evens 1 ball and 1 strike. Again, runners at first and third. 2-run ball game here in the bottom of the 7th. Swing and a miss, the high fastball, strike 2. And he pops him up behind home plate. Out of the crouch is the catcher. First base line makes the catch for out number 2. The runner at third does not score. Wasted opportunity there. So, and with 2 outs, they make a pitching change. Amir Garrett comes in. No record. 24 innings pitched. 6.75 earned run average. He will face Robin Ramos, who will turn around and bat from the right side against the lefty Garrett. 2 outs, 2 on, 2-run deficit. Let's see what happens. And that's a base hit through the left side. It's a 2-out single for Robin Ramos. And we have ourselves a 4-3 ball game. Hard ground ball between short and third. Let's get a replay. No replay. Here it is, replay. Just pulls it on the ground in that hole on the left side of the infield. The runner at third scores. So it's 2 for 3. Carlos Delgado, it's 2 for 3, steps in. Slider inside, ball 1. Runner leads off first and second. 2 down. 4-3 lead for Oakland. They need a hit to tie this ball game. And he rolls over the wrists, pulls it foul. Strike one. Carlos Delgado this season is hitting .339 with runners in scoring position. They need him to come through here. And he does. It's headed towards the gap. Rounding third to headed home as a base runner to tie the ball game. It is a 2-out RBI double by Carlos Delgado to tie this ball game at 4. Number 29 on the season. Here's the replay. Hits a hard line drive the other way between the left and center field gap to push that run across and tie up the game. Next up, second baseman, Bryson Stott. And that's a shallow fly ball. He will make the catch and strand the runners, but at the end of 7 innings of play here at Crosley Field, we have ourselves a brand new ball game tied at 4. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Thank you for watching. This is MLB The Show 23. So we go to the top of the 8th. Larry Walker steps in, and we will go to the quick manage option of the menu screen. Quick manage, fast forward, next half inning. And they score a run. Oakland pulls ahead 5-4. We go to the bottom of the 8th. Giovanni Moran comes in relief for the Oakland Athletics. His record is 0 for 3. 0 and 3. Leading off is Luis Torrens. Oakland leads 5-4. Out in front of the circle, change swing and a miss. Strike one. And that's a line drive, leadoff single from Torrens. And the tying run is at first for the Connecticut Knights. Yeah. Next up, Dizzy Walsh, a 1 for 3. That one was a big one. Solo shot to right. And he made a bid for another solo shot, but got around on it a little too quickly, pulled it foul. Strike one. Runner leads off first. That is the tying run. Check that, the go-ahead run. Out in front, swing and a miss. Count is quickly no balls and 2 strikes to Dizzy. Inside, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Attendance here at Crosley Field, 16,627. Not a sellout, although this is a minor league ballpark. Close to a sellout. 1-2 pitch from Moran. Outside, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Outside again, the count will go full, 3 balls and 2 strikes. 1 pitch away from having first and second and nobody out. Here comes the 3-2. Swing and a miss out in front of the slider. Could not square up the slider, and there's 1 out. Here's the replay. Oh, that kills me. Oof. Next up, Derek Jeter, 2 for 4. Outside, ball 1. We are in the bottom of the 8th. Oakland leads 5-4. Tying run is at first. Go-ahead run is at the plate. And he bloops it. It is his 3rd hit of the ball game, and we'll have runners at first and second with 1 out here in the 8th. It's a bloop base hit over the head of the shortstop. He's a hit machine, ladies and gentlemen. Derek Jeter is a hit machine. Next up, Ken Griffey Jr. Fastball is high, ball 1. He's 0 for 4 today. The rain is still coming down heavy. Fastball outside, ball 2. Ken Griffey Jr. is hitting .307 this season with runners in scoring position. That's the situation we're in presently. Here's the 2-0 count. Pitch. High strike, but a strike nonetheless. The count is 2-1. Runners lead off first and second. And that's a line drive, base hit, rounding third and heading home. The tying run will score on the double by Ken Griffey Jr. That's RBI number 100 on the season, double number 28. Here's the replay, slashes it the other way over the head of the shortstop. This ball game is tied at 5 here in the bottom of the 8th. Next up, well, before we discuss who's up next, another pitching change for the A's. Stephen Oakert, 2-3 with a 4.91 earned a run average. So, Miguel Cabrera is 4 for 4. He steps in against the left-handed pitcher. And he's late on the fastball, foul. Strike one. Runners are at second and third with only one out. Slider high and tight, ball one. Count is 1 ball and 1 strike to Cabrera. Fastball low, 2-1. Outside, hitters count, 3 balls and 1 strike to Cabrera. On deck is Tim Salmon, 1 more ball, and the bases will be loaded with Knights. Here comes the 3-1. And that might be hit number 5, and it is. It'll be a 2-run double. And they take the lead 7-5. Miguel Cabrera is now 5 for 5 with 3 doubles today. Here's the replay. Slashes it the other way. 7-5 lead for the Connecticut Knights. Fastball low, ball one. Tim Salmon, 1 for 4 with a single. Runner in scoring position at second. Still 1 out here in the bottom of the 8th for the Knights. That's a drive. It's got a chance. It will be caught. Crashes into the wall. Great play by the left fielder out there for out number 2. What a great play. He put the nail in the coffin. Hit the nail in the head. Well, and anyway, runner is still in scoring position with 2 outs. Robin Ramos steps in. He's 2 for 4. Still the designated hitter for the game. And that's a deep drive. Headed towards that scoreboard, looking up. That ball is gone. 2-run home run for Robin Ramos, his 23rd homer of the season. That is gonzo. Here's the replay. There's a line on that scoreboard in left center field that if it's above that line, they call it a home run. And he hit it above the line. 9-5 Connecticut here in the 8th. Fastball from Oakert outside. Ball 1. Carlos Delgado's 3 for 4. It has been an inning to forget for the Oakland A's here in the 8th. Out in front of the slider, swing and a miss. Count is 1 ball, 1 strike. Outside, 2 balls, 1 strike. And that is a ground ball to second. Soriano throws to first in time. Side finally mercifully retired. We go to the 9th. Last licks for the Oakland A's. They need 4 runs to tie. Can they do it? We shall see. All right, so As we go to the top of the ninth and the A's are down 9-5, we're going to go to quick manage. Press the button, fast forward. Now this time to the end of the game. Out, walk, out, walk, walk, out. The Knights have defeated the Oakland A's 9-5. They made it interesting in the top of the ninth, but they failed to push a run across. This has been MLB, a broadcast of Major League Baseball on MLB The Show 23. I am Chris Ramos. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. This has been a game from a created franchise known as the Connecticut Knights. Hunter Green gets the win. He's now 8-4. Connecticut Knights win 9-5. And before we end the live stream, as you can see, the Knights lead the American League Eastern Division in this created franchise by 8.5 games over the second place New York Yankees. They're in good shape with 84 wins and 48 losses. Unfortunately, Robin Ramos, while he hit a 2-run home run to ice the game itself in the bottom of the 8th inning, he was not eligible for the win, so his win-loss record remains at 16-4. Again, thank you for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Have yourself an absolutely great night.